Hello, welcome to the Carousel of Conversations. You're in for a real treat. Join us as we take a spin through the past, present, and future of all things Disney. Here, where there's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow just a podcast away. Let the podcast begin.
So
I pressed the
director
record
for
button.
the producer for Anastasia used to work for Disney, and now he doesn't anymore. So he switched it over to 20th Century Fox, and now he made Anastasia. So that's why it seems so much like a Disney movie. Welcome to the podcast, everyone. I'm glad you're here. Good evening, good morning, arrivederci.
Now you see what I mean by we would have these conversations regardless. We were having a pre-conversation to our conversation. And Noah, I kept saying, okay, let's start the episode. And Noah's like, and let me tell you this other fun fact.
It's always a fun fact with him.
He said, let me pull
I
a
caught
Roz.
myself saying fun fact the other day, and I'm like,
Cut yourself?
oh my
How do you
word.
cut yourself?
No,
I caught
found
myself.
herself, caught herself.
Oh, I thought you said cut. I was like, how on earth did you do that?
Well, we have Juliette back with us. If you missed her last episode, you definitely need to go listen to it. It's on the cruises, because she was a former cast member on the Disney Cruise Line. And this time, we brought her back to talk. We had originally planned for this episode to be about all the Disney parks that she's visited, and then when we started planning that out, we are like, oh, this is too much. And so we asked her to come back and talk to us a little bit about Disneyland Paris, since the three of us might know a little bit about it, but like ultimately Juliette has been where we haven't, and so she's gonna actually know.
She's been twice, not just been. Like, she's been twice. So she's probably an expert.
Yes.
I don't know about that, but
No, but
I'll
we
take
appreciate
it.
her coming back and hanging out with us again. We didn't scare her away last time, but Noah's on this week when
Yeah.
she's
That
back.
might
so
change.
we'll see what happens.
We'll see about
he might
after
scare
this.
her away. No, I'm totally joking. They'll probably be back and forth trading facts that I know nothing about.
Fun fact.
Fun fact.
But no, it's really good to have Juliette back tonight. Today we're going to be talking about Disneyland Paris, like I just said, and so we're going to go just like from the start. Like I've never been to Disneyland Paris, so
Neither have I, actually.
what is Disneyland Paris?
So Disneyland Paris is in Paris.
Hey,
It's they have two parks. They have Disneyland, and then it's called the Walt Disney Studios right now, but they're gonna change it to Disney Adventure Park sometime next year. I don't remember when, but they have two parks.
so like California Adventure.
Yeah, it is
Yeah,
becoming California.
it's walkable
Adventure.
between the two, so
Okay,
yeah.
so that's why they
It's
call
not
it
very big.
Disneyland.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it-
not very big. It's pretty small.
Is it comparable to like the size of Disneyland, or is it smaller than Disneyland would be?
It's probably the size of both Disneyland and California Adventures, so both parks.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
same footprint size, probably.
So, like, I don't know, inside Disneyland itself, and I guess, well, we can get into this later, but Disneyland and then the Disney Studios, are there like different sections like you would have
Yeah.
at Disney World?
Yep.
You have Frontierland, or then at Hollywood Studios, you've got Toy Story Land. So, do they have all those?
Yes, they do. They have different areas, like you said, but sometimes they call them different. Like here in America, it's Tomorrowland. Over there, it's Discoveryland.
Okay.
So it's just
Okay.
different.
But still, like,
Does it have
spacey
Space Mountain?
theme?
There
Does it
is
have
Space Mountain, and it goes upside down 2 or 3 times.
No.
Wow, it's rock and roller
Yeah.
coaster Space Mountain.
Oh no!
Is it-
It's nuts.
Is it like a tight, Noah and I always talk about how we're scared to like raise our hands on Space Mountain
Yeah.
in Florida because we're afraid our hands
Yeah,
are going to
yeah.
get like
Fingers are
chopped
going to
off.
get,
Right.
Do you feel like things are tightly squeezed
You're
in
like
there?
strapped in so well
Okay.
you can't like raise your hands. 'Cause
Gotcha.
you don't-
Okay.
You're terrified.
That's good.
It
Yeah.
launches you up a tube.
Whoa.
It's crazy. So you launch
It's almost like
up.
a cannon.
Yeah, it's like a cannon. It looks like a cannon. And then you go straight into a loop, and then it reminds me of Rock and Roller Coaster a little. but it's
Yeah.
less intense.
Gotcha.
Wow.
So I don't
That's
think my mother would
crazy.
go on it.
Okay.
She's a chicken.
okay.
So.
Is that the only ride there that goes upside down?
In Disneyland, yes. Actually, the Indiana Jones ride, I want to say it goes upside down.
Oh, I don't know if I'd like
because
that.
it's different. It's the Indiana. Wow.
No, not that kind of Indiana Jones ride. It's a roller coaster ride.
Yeah, it's a roller coaster, so it's
Not
not
the
like the
Disney
Jeep one. Yeah.
Like we're in the Jeep with just the seatbelt
Right.
around
Goodness.
it.
No, it's like
That's
it's a different
intense.
ride. It's like the Temple of Peril or something.
Okay.
I want to say that one goes upside down. I feel like it does.
I know
It was
the
so
copy
fast
of it
a
in
ride.
Tokyo does.
Yeah, that one does. Yeah.
Mhm.
And then at Disney Studios, they have an Avengers ride that
Mhm.
I feel like it was Rock and Roller Coaster at one point in its life, but then they rethemed it
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
it's like the same track type of
Is
thing.
it the Iron Man one?
Yeah.
Yes,
Or
yeah, it was.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that came out a few years ago.
Yeah.
Noah, you are just full of so many facts.
Fun fact.
Listen, also that was
here we go.
that they're going to hide some Easter eggs in the Iron Man one, and then the budget fell through and they just stopped. So there are going to be a few animatronics of Iron Man, and then they're like, you know what? This place doesn't make as much money as we thought it did.
Yeah,
Let's
I know.
cut back on the budget, and they did. So yeah.
Wow.
Normally foreign parks, and I don't know how else to describe them, but like all the outside of the continental United States parks, they tend to like help the Imagineers to develop things because like especially the one in Tokyo, they're owned by they're like leased out basically by Disney,
Mhm.
but Disney doesn't actually make any profit off of that park.
No.
But like the Imagineers are able to actually make a lot of cool things on somebody else's dime, and then they
Mhm.
take a lot of what they've learned there and they bring it back to the US parks, which I think is really cool. So like the Imagineers have more freedom and a bigger budget to do a lot more stuff out
Mhm.
there and then bring those
Yeah.
sort of ideas back, which I think is really super awesome for us here because you know
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
we can still get all the cool things.
I
but
have
at
I have a
less
friend
cost.
who is an Imagineer that's out there. So not in Paris. He worked at Shanghai when they opened, and he's been doing Tokyo lately. So that's pretty cool.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
cool.
OLC, Oriental Land Company, they are the ones that help make Disney and stuff. So basically, they pay for all the resources and have the brand of Disney come over, and Disney gets like a little cut
Yeah.
off the top of what they make.
Yep.
So it's a good, they both make money, everyone's happy, but they actually spend money in their parks and don't nickel and dime everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah.
Is it the same friend that we know, like that we grew up with, or is it a different
Yeah.
friend? Okay, I
Eduardo.
want to get him on
Yeah.
the podcast, but I haven't talked to
Yeah.
him in a long time.
I know, I
So
haven't either. When we went to Tokyo last year, I was like, oh, I should like message him, but that would be weird. I haven't seen you in 12 years, but
Right.
Anyway, the parks and the lands. So you said there's two different lands. What is the castle like, or like is Main Street still the same, or how does that look when you first walk in the park?
so it kind of reminds me of Disneyland a lot. It's just like the vibe of it. Their castle is Sleeping Beauty Castle, and if you look really, it's the most beautiful castle of all the ones. That's what
I
the
agree.
Imagineers say.
I think it's the prettiest.
Yeah, it's really pretty. At the top of the turrets where the gold is, there's little balls. They're actually snails. They're not balls. They're snails.
Oh, that's
The
cool.
snails?
I didn't know
Yep,
that.
they are snails. It's like an homage to the French.
So, like, is their castle? Okay, I'm just gonna say it. Like, Disneyland's castle is so small
Yeah.
compared to
It's-
Disney World.
It's pretty
So,
big. I'd say
is
it's
it
like the
big,
same
or
size as
would you
as
get there to be
Cinderella's
like-
castle.
Yeah, it's
Was
the
that it?
third tallest,
It's
I think.
probably it's probably the size of Disneyland or Disney World's castle.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
it just it beats out Hong Kong. So it goes Disneyland,
Yep.
Hong Kong, Paris, Tokyo, Disney World.
Yep.
Is the height of the castles.
Interesting.
Oh, that does look cool. I like that.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
looked at
and-
a picture
yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
And they use the
Um,
projection mapping on that hill part, and it's really, really cool.
Can you walk up to the castle?
Yep, you can walk in the castle, and they have these handmade stained glass windows that depict the story of Sleeping Beauty.
Oh, that's so
Yeah,
cool.
That
they're,
is
they're
cool.
really pretty. Yeah,
It's almost
there
like the
a big-
tapestry.
Yeah.
Is
Or
there
not
like
the
a big
tapestry.
Yeah.
Maleficent
Yes.
stained glass? Oh my
Yeah.
goodness!
I'll have to
go
send you
there.
guys the video I took. It looks really cool.
Yes.
Is it like
Actually, I
Shanghai
have it on
does
my
it?
TikTok.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Do they have like a walkthrough attraction like how Disneyland and Shanghai have one? Like, do they have a walk around in the castle?
You can walk around and see the story of it, but then you can go down in the dungeon and see a dragon.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
That is
Oh,
so
that's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah, it's
I
like
wish
Okay.
we could
like a-
explore our castle a little bit
Yeah.
I know.
more.
I mean, especially
Well,
since they don't have like a like you don't really use the room in the castle very
Right.
often.
Right.
So it's
Right.
like if they're not using that room, why not let people just walk through and explore, even if it's like,
like,
on
part of a tour.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if they
Like
did
a
like
Keys
a
to the
Keys to the
Kingdom?
Kingdom tour,
Yeah.
they let us walk through that. Jinx.
Okay, so I know our next podcast business expense. It's flights and tickets to Disneyland Paris.
Yeah, except
That's our next business
Okay,
expense.
I don't know
so we
if
can
you
write it
I'll
remember
go
off.
back.
this, Noah, but I think
I'll
in
be
one
your
of
tour
our
guide.
yes, in one of our Christmas episodes, you gifted me a trip to Disneyland
I did.
Paris.
Yes, I did gift
Yes.
it to you
So
with fake money.
you can go ahead and pay my way
Cash
as
that
well.
No, the podcast credit card can hold that charge.
Oh,
I'm
I'd
kind
away at it
of
for
bummed that
20
that's
years.
one of the things that we don't like. Juliette works with the same travel agency as me, and I forgot to mention that at the beginning. And yours is Core Memories
Trips?
Travel.
No.
See, it was
Trips.
trips.
Yeah.
See, it was not a core memory. No,
Inside Out
Clearly.
related, I know that.
Oh my
Look,
goodness.
I just got done mowing and it was humid out, and I don't remember what I had for dinner or anything like that. And we just ate
I
dinner.
remember what I
so-
had for dinner.
But one of the things we can't book is Paris, can we? I don't think we can.
We can't. Well, technically we can, but
Okay.
we don't really make much off of it.
Gotcha.
I know we cannot book the other parks, the other Asian
Okay.
parks. So
Yeah. Gotcha.
because they're
Okay.
not owned by Disney.
Right.
So you said that do the themed areas feel completely different even though they're named differently?
They have just a different vibe. Like in Adventureland, they don't have the Jungle Cruise. And yeah.
Oh,
I was
yeah, I
like,
never want to
yeah, right?
go. Like no Jungle Cruise.
I
I'm
couldn't
out.
believe it. I was like, there's no Jungle Cruise? What? But it makes sense because in France, they're very particular and it had already been done elsewhere, so they didn't want a repeat somewhere else. So
Okay.
I get it, but it was very weird. I was
So-
like, there's no Jungle Cruise? So like Adventureland over there is all like Aladdin themed. Kind of like at Magic Kingdom, there's that little bazaar section. There's
Yeah.
a whole little Aladdin area. That was pretty cool.
That's neat.
Yeah. And
So
from-
if the thing is that they don't want to like repeat, so is it their own twist on every ride?
yes,
Okay, so we have the magic
Yeah.
carpet ride,
right.
Disney
And
World.
Dumbo. in
So
the same
what
place.
is
Yeah.
what's their Aladdin ride?
They had like a walkthrough story thing for the Aladdin one.
Okay.
I want to say they had the magic carpet ride. We didn't really spend much time in that little land. But in Frontierland, they call it Western Land,
Ooh.
and that's where their haunted mansion is.
Oh,
And
Nice.
yeah, and it's not called Haunted Mansion.
Uh-huh.
It's Phantom Manor, and it's all like Western themed. So
Yeah, it's really cool.
it's like the storyline's really cool.
It's not even like our Haunted Mansion
it's
at all from the
totally
videos
different.
I've seen.
Yeah, it's completely different from ours. Yeah,
So-
Interesting.
I was say I've
I
been
don't know how
twice.
I feel
and
about that.
I know. The first time we went, I didn't remember going on the Haunted Mansion or Phantom Manor.
Mhm.
So I was like, we have to go. Because I just didn't remember it. And then we went on and I was like, that is totally something I did not expect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, does like the theming in each land, like you know how we say like Galaxy's Edge is the most realistically themed land that has been ever made. Does it have that same level of theming in Paris, or is it kind of like dumbed down a little since Disney was paying for it in the Eisner era?
Like a bit of both.
A bit of
If
both.
that makes sense.
Okay.
It just seems a little outdated, but you know, that's okay.
Yeah, it's from like what, the 90s? Is it when it came out?
Yeah.
So they don't have a Jungle Cruise. Do they still have their own version of Pirates?
They do have a Pirates.
Okay. Is it called Pirates or is it something else
Yes, I want to say.
I actually don't know this.
We're gonna look it up real fast because I don't remember.
as well? No worries. Did it
I
feel
wonder
like
if they
the
have
same
Dole
ride?
Whip.
Let's see. It says that it's about the same. It's called Pirates of the Caribbean. It I remember going on it, but it seemed more like Magic Kingdoms.
Okay.
Okay.
Just one drop.
Yeah.
All right, so you have
So you're
Like-
you're gonna be safe, RJ. It's not very motiony.
they have
doesn't
like
go
their
upside
version of Fantasyland and Adventureland, or I mean, sorry, Frontier and
Western
Adventureland.
land.
Yeah.
Western land.
Western
What
land.
about
Discoveryland.
Fantasyland? You already said Tomorrowland is named. I can't remember already.
Discovery.
Adventureland.
Adventure.
Oh man, I was close.
Discoveryland.
Discoveryland. Discovery
Okay.
Island.
And then is
Discovery-
Fantasyland still
No, that's at
Fantasyland?
Animal Kingdom. Yes, it had Fantasyland too.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Cool.
Yeah. Only like I don't know. It's still Fantasyland.
So if somebody like me who were to go for the first time, what would be like the rides that you would say, like if nothing else, like if I tell people to go to Epcot, I tell them to go ride Guardians. Like if nothing else, make sure you ride Guardians. It's worth the wait. Like what are some of those like things that you would think of between the two parks that would be like a must ride?
So I would at Disneyland I would do their Space Mountain, obviously. Their Big Thunder Mountain goes underwater. Kind of.
Ooh.
Yeah. It like
That's
goes
cool.
in a tunnel. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So those are like and the Indiana Jones ride. Those are like my top 3 over there. And then at Disney Studios, I would do Crush's Coaster. That ride is my favorite ride out of all of them at that
Really?
park.
Like
Yeah.
Crush the turtle.
Yes, you're
Has his
riding
own
on a
roller
turtle
coaster?
shell. He has his
Oh,
own
that's
coaster.
Cool.
You're on a turtle shell going through the EAC.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I
That's
have
great.
always
It's really
thought,
cool.
I'm so glad that that's a ride because
Yeah.
I've always thought that was a wasted opportunity. Like that
Right?
needed to be a ride.
Like just turtle
Right?
talk is not enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Demolish
They need to
the
bring
Nemo
that
ride
to
in Epcot.
America.
Yes.
Demolish the Nemo ride in Epcot because nobody likes it, and replace
Take
it
out
with the
Mission
roller coaster.
Space.
Yes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Oh,
everything.
yeah. Well,
Oh, I
I
cannot
feel like
do
it would
Mission
fit better at
Space.
the aquarium.
Yeah.
Something
No,
better
it
could go in
probably
Mission
would.
Space.
No, I just wanted to take out
Fantastic
Mission
Four.
Space.
The Fantastic Four could become Mission Space.
Maybe.
Maybe. And then also at the studios, they're building a Frozen land, like a whole
Oh, yeah, I heard
extra
about
land.
this.
I've seen
Uh-huh.
that. Yeah.
And from the Toy Story land that's there, it's very small, but they have the Toy Soldier parachute drop, kind of like the jumping jellyfish one at Disneyland.
Oh,
Okay.
Here. But you can see the land being built currently.
Oh,
So that
that's
was
cool.
pretty neat. Yeah, that was
That's
cool.
cool.
Yeah.
So
Now-
definitely those.
They speak French there, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Throughout the whole park.
Um,
Okay. I know that's
Yeah, throughout the whole park. But
Only Paris,
a lot
like-
of that, right? It's only France.
France.
Duh.
They speak Dutch, actually. Funny enough.
well, okay.
Italian is a native tongue.
Yeah. The majority of the cast members speak in English, as well, but sometimes I needed to use Google Translate
Okay.
because I
So-
don't speak French.
I'm actually glad that RJ brought that up because I feel like one of my biggest like hesitations for going to a park out of the country is the language barrier.
Yeah.
Like even the rides itself. Like I don't remember where is it that has the big Beauty and the Beast ride?
Tokyo.
Tokyo.
Yeah.
Like okay, I don't know what Lumiere is saying. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like,
But like you know the
so-
movie enough to know, oh, he's singing "Be Our Guest."
Okay.
You know,
Mhm.
like
Okay, so do you feel like the language, even like with the Haunted Mansion, because you said it was a cool storyline, do you
Yeah.
feel like that kind of takes away from the magic a little bit?
I mean, maybe a tiny bit, but I just like this is their ride, so I have to experience it how they wanted it to be experienced.
Yeah.
It wasn't hard to understand what was happening because it's so decorated and like the storyline made sense. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I didn't really have a problem, so
Okay.
it was all right.
Yeah, I think what Jessalyn said, that's my biggest concern as well, is just the barrier with
Yeah.
language. The
Well,
food.
now we have technology that's helpful, so
Yeah, no,
I
that's definitely
utilized it
true.
a lot.
Yeah.
On Google Translate, you can actually take pictures of stuff and it'll translate it right there,
Oh.
like on your camera. Yeah,
That's cool.
So if there was a menu and they didn't have an English version, you could just take a picture of it and like hold your camera up to it, and it would
Do
show
you
you what
find
it
that like
means.
in restaurants and stuff there are English versions for like a park like that where you're gonna have a lot of people traveling? Which I
Right.
say that and like Disney World doesn't cater.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
like in France, it's so close to England that a lot of the visitors there are from the UK, and the
Okay.
UK speaks English. So
Okay.
that was
I got
I think they try to put more English things out there.
Mhm.
But they always have pictures of like the food. So
Okay.
you can be like,
Okay.
oh, I want a cheeseburger,
I
or
want
you know.
this one.
Yes, this one,
picture
please.
right here.
This.
So the
One
language
of
barrier
this.
wasn't a huge problem for you, was it?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
The language barrier, was it like, did it feel like a huge wall to overcome, or was it kind of more like stairs, like it was easier to climb than you thought it was going to be?
It wasn't too bad.
Wasn't too bad? Okay.
I would go back. I felt comfortable.
Okay.
If I needed help, I could figure out how to get help.
Yeah. Okay. So
you know.
it wasn't like kind of like you're just dumbfounded trying
Right.
to figure stuff out.
No.
You were able to figure it out, which is good.
Yeah.
And I'm sure
Yes.
it's like you said, like with the English people coming so
Mhm.
much, you know, they probably know
Right.
English a little bit, you
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
I feel like they almost have to. Even when we went to Tokyo, a lot of it was in English. So
Gotcha. Yeah. Now, is Tokyo that has also the big Tangled ride? Okay, we're gonna have to save that conversation for later because I've got a
Yeah.
lot of things to say.
That's our next podcast expenses.
That's our
going
next
together.
Tokyo
Our next trip.
conversation.
I'll go with you.
I would go on
Sign me up.
that one.
I love Tangled, and
That's
I
my
just
favorite ride or favorite
the
movie. Yeah.
bathrooms are amazing at Disney World, and I'm glad that she gets her own bathrooms. But I feel like we should also give
it's
her a little bit
wonderful,
more.
And the
Yes.
little
Yeah.
turret tower that's like off in the distance, it feels like.
Right.
And
Yes.
I love the
Like an
little hidden
afterthought.
pascals. Like that's one of my
Yeah,
favorite
the
things to
pascals
tell
are the
people
best.
about is the
And
pascals.
I forget where they are, so I have to find them all again every time I go.
Yes.
So I'm like,
I think I
know
remember
one of them's
where
here.
one is.
Yeah, I remember where one of them are, but all the others I have no clue.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like 26 of them, I think, too. So it's hard to find.
Yeah. I found them all multiple times.
I think there's
but
13. I don't
Oh,
know.
is
I
there?
think
You might
I
be
found
right.
double
I
things.
just remember there being a lot more than what I expected. Yeah.
I
you
remember
might be
there's
right.
one on the wall on a flower basket. On
That's the one I was thinking
Yeah,
of.
on Harbor House. Yeah,
Yes.
there's that
Yes.
one.
We were all
and that's
wrong.
it.
There
Oh,
were
How much?
10.
You were closer than I was.
Me and Jessalyn just kind of stayed out of this. Like
We were thinking about Harbor House.
I always want to sit
Well,
on
that's
that
a good
bridge part.
transition. Look at you.
Yeah,
Good
look at
transition
you.
into the next section, which was the food. We've already talked
I
about it
didn't
a
know I
little
did
bit. But do you feel like any of the food was like Americanized, or do you feel like most of it was French cuisine?
Oh,
Or did
that's
you
hard.
order American food everywhere you went and you just didn't care?
Yes and no.
Okay.
So there was one time I wanted a cheeseburger, and they don't really have cheeseburgers, so you have to order a hamburger, and it was a burger, but it was ham.
Oh,
So
I
it
would
was
not
literally
be
a
okay with that.
hamburger. So I didn't eat that.
Did they have
Oh,
chicken nuggets?
goodness.
Because I'll live a week
Yes,
on chicken nuggets.
we
Okay.
ate at, it's like our Golden Horseshoe.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
remember what it's called over there. They had the best chicken tenders that I had that whole trip. Probably because I was starving. Or I just wanted something I knew what it was.
Yeah.
I was trying to be adventurous, but I wasn't gonna go eat snails, because gross.
Snails are awful.
Yeah, no.
Did you
like a
try any of the
tire.
pastries though? Like, were there any pastries that you loved?
Yes. So
Oh, I
I
love me
make
some French
macarons
pastries.
here.
Yes.
So I was like, I have to try them over there.
Yes.
Mine are better.
Oh, really?
She
feel like-
No. Some of them were good, but some of them were not so good.
Did they have
Okay.
weird flavors? Like fun?
They did. They had
fun
a couple
flavors?
interesting flavors. They had a passion fruit one,
Okay.
which I thought I would really like because it's tropical.
Mhm.
It was so tart and so sour.
Really?
I
See,
love
I would probably
passion
enjoy
fruit.
that though.
I love
That-
tart and
Yeah,
the
but,
sour.
one
like-
that we get
But
at
the
French
sweetness of the
Pavilion's tart.
shell, the sweetness of the shell didn't go along with the tart. If that makes
Mm.
sense.
Oh, so it's a weird balance.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. But a lot of them were good. But I think I like mine better just because I don't know.
Okay, so
But I
there's
felt like I
this-
needed to eat them because I was in France.
Yeah,
There's
right,
this
exactly.
French
Yeah.
bakery here called Amelie's, and it's so
Mhm.
good. But they
Very
have
good.
macaroons, whatever the correct pronunciation is. But they have like really unique flavors, and I was
Americanized flavors for sure.
Yeah, like yes. And I don't remember why, but I was going to Amelie's to meet a large group of people, and I was meeting Noah's mom and her brother, his uncle there. And I was stuck in traffic. I had my mom with me in the car, and I called Noah's uncle and I was like, "Get me anything but the peanut butter and jelly macaron." Okay, cuz it's like gross. He heard, "Don't get me anything but the peanut butter and peanut butter and jelly macaron." So when I get there, there's this massive plate of peanut butter and jelly macarons, and they're so disgusting. And I'm like, yeah, I think you're ruining this pastry.
That's terrible. Were there any like sit down restaurants that you tried, or did you pretty much do quick service? Were there any cool themed restaurants? Anything like that?
We primarily did just some quick service, but we did eat at Walt's, which is like an Americanized restaurant up in Main Street. It's like above the shops.
Okay. That's cool.
It was really cool.
Did
It
you
was
try
more-
the can of beans that they have?
I tried the chili, if that's what you're talking about.
Oh, it might be the chili because Walt really liked chili.
Yeah.
He would eat it 3 times a day.
Yep.
So at that place, they put it there for that reason, and it was really cool.
Yeah.
I wonder if he had a lot of heartburn. That's a lot of
Oh, I
chili.
mean,
3
That's
times
not
a
what
day.
he died from, so. He would eat it cold. He would eat
Ew.
it cold out of the tin.
Ew.
That's
Yeah.
gross.
Gross.
Ew.
Uh-huh.
That's like dog
Walt.
food. Ew.
Oh, it is like the liquid dog food.
Yeah. Ew.
Did you eat at Casey's while you were there?
No.
No.
No. While we were there, we had their music celebration going on, so we were all
Ooh.
trying to like find their like exclusive snacks for that.
Gotcha.
Is that like a festival at Epcot type thing, or?
Kind of. It's called the Disney Music Festival, and it's only from like April to September. I don't know if they have it every year.
Okay.
But they had it's like a pop-up type of thing.
Mhm.
Okay.
So there were different snacks, and it was actually really difficult to find all the stuff that we wanted to try. Because fun fact, if you don't get to the park early and you speak English, they may run out of English maps.
Oh, really?
Yes.
It's a big deal.
So the first day we were there, we had no idea what we were doing because we couldn't get an English map.
Does
They,
the
like,
My
a
Disney
lot enough.
Experience not work for that?
It does, but I was trying not to use my phone.
I gotcha.
Mhm.
I wanted to be present,
Yeah.
Like their app isn't as good as Disney World's, so
Okay.
it's useful, but
Right.
Disney World's is better.
Yeah.
So we had to Google Translate a lot of that on the map.
Yeah.
We didn't expect that. I was like, why would you run out of English maps? That was so weird.
So how many days were you there total for one trip?
We had a vacation package with them, and we did 2 nights, and we got 3 days of tickets with it.
Okay.
So we drove from England over to France. We had to put our car on a train to go. Yeah, that was cool.
Wow.
It's called Les
Noah.
Shuttle.
Noah loves trains.
Yeah.
He's like
Um,
Sheldon. He loves trains.
Okay,
also
so
why I
I'm
like
from
Walt
Arizona. We don't have trains here.
You don't have trains here either,
And,
so.
that's fair. And that was the creepiest thing for me. So it only took 5 hours to drive from England over to Disneyland Paris. Not too bad. That's like you guys to drive to Disney World. But we had to go under the channel, the English channel, to get there. And so we had to drive our car onto a train and then take the train car to France. That was terrifying, but it was really cool at the same time.
Did you drive
Oh.
up the car onto the train yourself, or did
No,
somebody
my
else
friend
do it?
did.
Oh,
Did you have to
okay.
just sit in the car while it was
Yes,
on the
we
train?
just sat in the car on the train.
that's
Yeah.
Now I see why you were panicked.
Yeah. It was, but it didn't feel like we were moving. There were these little tiny windows. I swear they were this big, out that you could see from your car window, and you were in a capsule.
Were you allowed to keep
Oh,
your
no.
car on?
No, you had to keep it off, and you had to unroll your windows, and you could get out of your car and use their little water closet. I did not because that sounded really gross.
It was that hot?
It wasn't too bad because the car thing was the train was air conditioned, so it wasn't too
Okay.
bad. It wasn't. It was only 20 minutes, so
Oh,
you know,
okay.
it's not like here where you're sitting in the hot sun and
Yeah.
Whoa, that is just an experience within
That
itself,
is
right
Right,
there.
exactly.
So we're flying
Oh my
into
God.
France on our business trip.
Yes, please do. It's cheaper actually. So we did 2.5 days because we got there probably around 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Mhm.
So we did Disney Studios the first half of the first little half day, and we checked into our hotel. And then the next day we did Disneyland, and then the other day we park hopped because we had done everything we wanted to do. So I think 2.5 days or 3 full days is probably good for you. I don't.
So it's
think
kind
you
of
would want
like
more.
Disneyland in that
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
I feel
Okay.
like Disney World, if we're doing less than 5 days, that's
Yeah.
too little. And even 5 days is kind of like we
Yeah.
could get everything done, but I'd like to stay
Right.
longer because we could get
Right.
more stuff done. But with Disneyland, I always felt like maybe 1 or 2,
Yeah.
maybe 3 days is sufficient because you could pretty much do California Adventure in a day and Disneyland in a
Yes.
day and be good and done.
Yeah.
I feel like, and the crowds feel less at those
Mhm.
that at Disneyland. So that's were the
Yeah.
crowds crazy there? Were they more Disney World level, or did you wait a
it
long
wasn't
time
too
for most
bad.
rides?
I think the most time we waited for something was 45 minutes. So that's not bad at all.
That's not bad at all.
We went on the tail end of their half term, so like their little school break.
Mhm.
So they had that whole week off in England. So we were expecting a lot of people to go during the week. So we went during the weekend on the end of their half term.
Yeah.
So that probably was helpful. The last full day we were there, it was pretty busy, but it was a Sunday, so
Yeah.
like it's always going to be busy on a weekend.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
Do they have like lightning lane or anything like that you could do?
Yeah, they have a Premier Access Pass, which is
Okay.
basically Lightning Lane. We did not get that because I didn't want to pay for it.
Right.
It was very expensive. It's kind of like that multi-park pass thing Disney World has.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
wow.
like
But
yeah.
it's
ride
only for
one
that
of every
one park. So
Oh,
you're
okay.
paying a
Oh.
ridiculous amount of money to
Yeah.
do one park. And
Gotcha.
over there, most of their rides have single rider line.
Okay.
And we're like,
Oh.
I don't care. I don't care if I sit
Yeah.
next to you. Like,
If you're not like
Get
with
me on.
Don't you get out of here.
a
Yeah.
small kid, that's
haven't seen you in a
perfect.
year.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
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 And they do rider swap too. So
Okay.
Oh,
Nice.
that's nice.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to go back to food really quick. Just one small little question. Actually, I have two questions about food. My favorite bread in all the world are croissants. So, like, did you have a croissant while you're there?
Yes.
And
A
was it
chocolate croissant.
superior to all the croissants?
it was really good. Yeah.
Was it? Okay. Like,
Um,
I just can only imagine how amazing it is.
And a baguette.
Oh, my goodness.
yeah.
Speaking my language.
Right.
Eclairs.
At our hotel, we stayed on property and we added on their breakfast buffet. So at Disneyland Paris, when you do a vacation package, you can prepay your food. So you can do like all of your meals paid, just your breakfast paid, just your dinner paid.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
That's
it was
cool.
really
it's,
cool.
It's like an all-inclusive trip.
Mm-hmm.
It can be, yeah, essentially.
Wow, Disney World needs to do that.
I want to say it was like
Their dining
$25.
plan stinks.
Yeah, it used to be good.
Yes.
Disney World used to be good. But, COVID took that away from us.
Just like everything.
Everything, yeah. I want to say we paid like $25 extra for the breakfast every day. So it wasn't too bad.
No.
It was all you can
That's
eat.
not bad.
They don't like ice cubes. And I like ice in my water. I don't know about you guys, but I love ice. And I
like it in my
had to Google Translate to this lady because every time I said, "Do you have ice cubes?" they said no. And I was like, "You have to have ice. You're a restaurant. Come on."
Right, yeah.
So I Google Translate, "Do you have ice cubes?" And she goes, "Oh, yes." She brings me a bowl of ice. A
No
legit,
way.
like, cereal bowl full of ice.
That's funny.
That's
That's
My
funny.
friend took a video of me holding the bowl of ice, and she's like, "You are an American." I was like, "Yes, I am."
That's
So, like,
funny.
even soda doesn't have ice in it, or
It had like 2 ice cubes,
oh, see,
Like,
that's my
crazy.
speed. I like that.
but like, okay, their soda tasted different.
Probably because it's real sugar.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Probably. But no, like, so they
In a
only have
good
like
way?
Coke products over there, which is okay.
Yeah.
And it just tasted off, like, kind of weird. It almost tasted like Diet Coke, but I know it wasn't Diet Coke because it was sugary. It was just the flavor of it. It was
It's probably
very
the high
weird.
fructose corn syrup. I think it's banned over there.
Yeah, it's probably more healthier than
It
ours.
probably is, yeah.
Let's be real.
But then they eat croissants too. So
Right.
I
That's
mean,
true.
Like,
And all the
They're
bread.
not much better than us. Let's be honest now.
okay, that's my second food question. Did they have a Dole Whip?
I don't remember seeing them,
The
but I
French are
also did
missing
not
out.
look.
Okay.
Are you not a Dole Whip fan?
I'm not the biggest Dole Whip fan. Yes. I like a spoonful of it, but I don't want to. Which sounds terrible because I worked at the Polynesian resort, but I also feel like when I worked there, we could fill up our resort mugs with the Dole Whip soft serve, self-serve thing that they used to have for like $2. So I think I like ate myself out of Dole Whip, if that makes sense.
Jessalyn, you can become a cast member at the Poly.
Okay, so RJ,
Alright.
we need to move to Florida so I can
saying
get
that
myself
forever.
a job at the Poly. Catch me at the Dole Whip stand.
They don't have the
Where are you?
self-serve Dole
This is a
Whips
Dole Whip
anymore.
stand.
Oh,
and
they
and
don't have it
Carissa
anymore?
told us that they're vegan. So,
Yeah,
whatever.
they are.
They are vegan.
They're healthy for you.
Let's not go too far.
Oh my.
Let's not go too far.
Right. So
It's still
I
sugar
don't
cream.
remember if they have one, but they did have soft serve ice cream. So I'm sure somewhere they had Dole Whip somewhere.
Yeah.
It's probably not
Yeah.
the same.
It's probably not the same. No.
It's French and eyes. It's baguette Dole Whip.
Right. Just a Dole Whip inside of a baguette. Yeah.
With the croissant
Or
sticking out
croissant.
the top.
Snail Dole Whip. Like,
Dole Whip.
Snail Dole.
Ew.
Oh, that's gross. All right, so you said a few times that you stayed at a hotel. Is it like a Disney themed hotel, or did you just stay at a hotel in the area? How
So
does that work?
the first time we went back a long time ago, like in 2013, that was a long time ago. We did not stay on property, and I let my friend from England pick the hotel, and we had to walk. So there's Paris, and then the outside of Paris is Disneyland Paris, but then there's this like ring of wilderness around Disneyland Paris, and then there's like hotels. So I remember staying at a hotel that did not have a bed. It had a couch bed, and that was it. And I told her the next time we go, we are not staying there, and I'm picking the hotel. So this time when I went, we stayed on property. We stayed at the Hotel Santa Fe, which was very entertaining. It was Cars themed. It's one of
That's
their
the
little
bad.
value resort type of things, comparable to All Stars.
Okay.
Yeah. So it did the job. It was, the bare minimum.
the Disneyland Hotel seems really cool over there. I'm not sure
Yes.
if you got to see it because it's like
Yeah.
at the gate.
Yeah,
like,
so
the Disneyland Hotel's right there.
you walk underneath it to get into the park, which is really cool. I
So
wanted to
that's where
stay
we're
there,
staying.
but I also did not want to pay for it.
Oh, is it a lot?
That's
It
going
was
on our
very
credit card.
expensive.
On our
It
business
was
credit card.
probably the same price as like the Grand Floridian, so it was deluxe.
That's not- come on, that's
I mean, that would make
nothing.
sense if it's that
It
close
would
to the
make
park.
sense, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
the Floridian's the same. You know, you
Yeah.
walk to
Yeah.
They
Disney.
have quite a few hotels there. They have, I want to say 7. So
Wow.
their cheapest one is the Davy Crockett Ranch. That one is like 15 minutes away by bus. And it was like really cheap, and I was like, I don't want to stay there. I want to stay like closer. So then the Disneyland Paris is on like a lake kind of, and all of the hotels, not the Davy Crockett one, are situated around the lake. And then there's the Disney Village, which is like their Disney Springs. So we stayed at the Hotel Santa Fe, and it was all Route 66 themed. I actually met another family from Arizona there.
Nice.
That
Oh.
was very random. There's a big mural of Route 66 on the wall by the resort transportation, and they're taking a picture by the Arizona. And I was like, "Oh, are you from Arizona?" And they're like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh, me too." It was really awkward. So then next door to that, yeah, talk about awkward. Next door to that hotel is the Hotel Cheyenne, which is another value resort. And then in my brain, I'm like thinking of where they are. And then next to that is the Sequoia Lodge, which reminds me a lot of the Wilderness Lodge, but
Okay.
it's more like moderate resort.
Okay.
Okay.
And then they have the Newport Bay, which is kind of like Beach Club, but also more on the moderate resort level. And then they have the Hotel New York, which is Marvel themed, and it looked really cool.
That's
They
cool.
just
I would want to
yeah.
stay there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just redid it to be Marvel themed.
Oh, cool.
but outside of it, there's all like these gigantic statues of the Avengers and Iron Man and Captain America.
Yeah,
and
we
all
need to
them.
stay
so
there.
cool.
Star- is
I wanted
Star-Lord
to
there?
stay there, but she was on a budget, and I was like, okay, I guess.
Like,
They
I
Wow.
would
It's
stay
the
there
Disneyland
if they
Hotel.
had a statue of Star-Lord. I'd stay there.
I don't remember. We didn't go
Oh,
inside the
man.
hotel.
I gotta do
I'll,
my-
I'll
No,
wait
uh,
outside
look
the
that
gate for
up.
y'all at the Disneyland
Right.
Hotel. No.
Right,
I'm too rich for that. I'm going to stay at the Disneyland. You guys just coming over and I'll stand
he has
downstairs.
no
you know.
money.
Right.
No.
I'm broke, you know.
Same no. And then they had Disneyland Hotel, which was beautiful.
Yeah, I've
Like,
heard it's really
oh.
cool. That's why I want to stay there.
So it sounds kind of like, is there a Disney bubble? Do you
A
know?
little bit, yeah. It's
Yeah.
a little bit of a bubble, yeah.
Yeah, so you're
Um,
like kind of in that world.
Yeah.
That's good.
The hotels that are a little further from Disneyland, so not the Disneyland Hotel or, the ones that are right there at the gate, they have resort buses that'll take you to
Okay.
your hotel. Ours was a little bit of a walk. All of them are walkable from their Disney Village, which was
Okay.
nice. We walked one day, but mostly we took the bus. You do have to pass by, so you're in the Disney Village, and you have to get out of the Disney Village to go by the train station, which is over where the buses are. And that was a little questionable of an area. I never felt unsafe, but I was a little skeptical. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
We did see some security with some very large machine weapons protecting us.
That's nice.
The
Just in
parks
that
or-
area?
No, just in the area of where the train station was.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I think so. The train station used to be very active, and you could take the Eurostar train from England and get dropped off there. I don't think it does that anymore.
Mm.
So it's not a very big active hub for a train
Yeah.
station, but they still, have security.
Yeah, sure.
That was the only time I ever felt unsafe. Not really unsafe, just a little uneasy.
Mhm.
But there was security everywhere. So
That's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is good.
Okay. Fireworks, like Phantasmic, what sort of shows or parades do they have at the park?
they're crazy there. And we did not know that you need to line up for the fireworks at 4 o'clock in the afternoon for an 11 o'clock at night show.
No.
It
My
was
goodness.
insane. Or you pay the money and get priority seating, which I tried to do, and it was sold out the whole time we were there. We went back to the hotel because it was really hot the day we were gonna do the fireworks. So we went back to the hotel and took a little nap and recharged and whatever. And we went back around 6. Walls of people. It was
Wow.
crazy. You thought Disney World was crazy? No. They're packing you in like sardines, and people put their kids on top of their shoulders, and they're not the politest of people, So when you ask them nicely, can you please put your kid down a little bit? They don't. So luckily the fireworks are in the sky, but I couldn't see
Yeah.
any of the projection mapping.
Mm.
Or I
Okay.
could barely see it. So I think it would be worth buying the priority seating for it
Mhm.
if I went again. They have drones for their show at night.
I think I've seen that. That's
I've seen
It was
clips of
really
that.
neat. Excuse me. I feel like it was more of a drone show than a fireworks show.
Okay.
Because we're used to Happily Ever After or
Mhm.
Hall of
Yeah.
Wishes. There was maybe 2 minutes of fireworks throughout the whole thing,
Really?
Oh,
throughout
Wow.
the 30-minute show. Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah, I was a little disappointed in that, but the drones were pretty cool. So.
Which drone show was it? Do you remember?
I don't know what it was called. I don't know.
Yeah, because they just came out with a new one, I think. Or they have
I
two
feel
that are
like-
running.
I don't know. It was not the 30th anniversary ones, but I feel like it was their normal ones. I don't know.
Did they have any sort of parades? They do at Disney
They
World?
had like a kind of like a 3 o'clock parade. They did it twice, and no, they only did it once. I'm used to Disney World where they do it twice sometimes, you know, in the
Yeah.
summer when it's crazy.
Right.
But they only do it once, and again, it was like wall to wall people. Like it was really hard to get a seat.
Do you feel like that's because they don't have enough attractions to keep everybody engaged, and that's why
It might
those
be.
sorts of things?
I don't know.
Okay. Gotcha.
It was just very different. This time around, we tried to see more of the live shows type of thing than we did last time. But
What kind of live shows do they have?
they had a show called it was like Anna Magique, and that was pretty cool. It was like a Mickey Magic show, but it was all like neon lights and like everything was black, so the neon stuff showed better, and that was really neat. That was the only one that we really saw because it was a little crazy, but we did learn that. So you know, like if it says the show is at 10:30, that means you have to line up for that show at like 9:30, so like an hour before,
Interesting.
or you pay the like premium the little fast pass thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that was really frustrating to us because we didn't know that.
Yeah.
So definitely plan your trip around what you want to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Do they have any sort of like firework or nighttime show at the other park, or is it just all of those are at Disneyland Paris?
I think it was all at Disneyland Paris.
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
remember. Maybe they'll bring something when they finish their refurbishment.
Yeah.
But they didn't advertise anything when we were
So
there.
they didn't have like a World of Color or Phantasmic
No,
or anything else like that. Yeah.
No.
See,
Just
that would be a
firework
letdown
drone
for
show.
me. Like those are, but see, a drone show would be cool to watch. But I
Yeah.
think the other type of shows, like I would miss those. I think a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
So
Like the drone show was cool, but I was kind of disappointed in it
yeah.
at the same time.
Well, when you go in with expectations of Disney World and you
Right,
get a
exactly.
drone show,
Happily ever after.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Happily ever
I
after.
think that.
Right.
It's hard to fall off of that high.
Yeah,
It is.
yeah, exactly.
It
When
is.
you're going
Yeah.
in expecting happily ever after, and you're like,
Right.
oh, there's these little robots flying around. Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
fun.
And
Yeah.
it was actually really loud. You could hear it over the music.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
That's not,
The
The
drone-
that's not
the
nice.
drone sounds.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
Like the
That
whirring,
makes a lot
you know?
of sense, though. I heard
Yeah.
they tested it at Disney Springs for a little bit.
Mhm.
Yeah, they
but-
did a mini show there.
Yeah, wasn't
They
it
can't
do it
last
at
year
Animal
that they did
Kingdom.
that?
I feel like
Maybe.
it was
Yeah,
last year or
last
the year
summer,
before.
yeah.
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 They're going to do
Okay.
it at Animal Kingdom, but it was too loud for the animals, so they can't do it there.
Fun fact.
It's also why they
Have
don't
like
do
a
a
little
fireworks show.
bubble fun fact.
So,
I can raise my hand.
is there
Right.
any sort of advice you would give other than like the firework type advice or, like stay at a Disney hotel? Is there any sort of things that you learned along the way that you would think a first timer should know this?
Familiarize yourself with what's at the park. My friend had been there before, like quite a few times before I had, so I was like, I don't know, you take me wherever you wanted to go.
Yeah.
But if it was like first time, I would like look online and see what I want to do, and like on their app you can favorite things and kind of like make a list of what you want to do. Just so you have an idea. Oh, I did this. Oh, I did that. Oh, I did that.
Yeah.
And
Did you
they
find
have
a lot of-
some.
Oh,
so
I'm
they have
sorry.
some mobile ordering things there, but we didn't really do those. We just stupidly stood in line because we didn't know about it until the end. So
Did you find a lot of like YouTube content and other content that was available for Disneyland Paris or not really?
I personally did not look anything up because there
Okay,
were some
'cause you
rides that
already
I
had-
hadn't. Yeah, but there was also a few rides that I didn't remember going on or I hadn't been on, and I didn't want to spoil them for me. You know.
Gotcha.
So I just kind of went in with it, and I came out alive. So
I didn't ask this question earlier, but Belle's my favorite princess, and Belle is a French princess.
Yeah.
So did they do like they have anything big Beauty and the Beast there, or just kind of like your norm?
I feel like it was just a normal.
Okay. Because
Honestly,
Aurora is the castle, so
yeah.
that's the big thing. Gotcha.
Right. Honestly, we didn't really see very many characters, but we also weren't looking for them.
Okay.
We saw like a little, like in Fantasyland, we saw several of the princesses walk by, but it wasn't like you can go meet them. They were just wandering around type of
Gotcha.
characters.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Kind of
Minnie
like how
did a
Disney
little.
World is set up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Minnie did a little like band show when we were there, so we got to see her. Goofy did a water show.
Ooh.
He's like conducting the water spouts, kind of
That's
like the World
cool.
of Color spouts.
That's kinda
that
cool.
They like
Yeah.
explode. So they had a lot of things like that going on, but nothing like solid. Go meet Mickey. I'm sure there was somewhere, but it wasn't like advertised.
Yeah.
Like meet Mickey at Town Hall. I never saw a sign that said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but Belle, you'd think that there would be more Belle things, but I honestly didn't. My niece's favorite is Belle, and I was like, oh, how cool would that be? Let me get you something Belle from France. I didn't. Yeah.
Oh.
I know it's
Missed
kind of a letdown,
opportunity.
actually.
Yeah, that
definitely,
is.
definitely.
Okay, cost and planning for this beyond just like the thing. Is it the same price as like taking a trip to Disney World? I mean, factoring in flights, of course, but
Okay, without flights, because my situation was different, we drove over.
yeah.
So that's different. For our two night, 3-day ticket package with the breakfast, it was $1,400 US. So we
For
split
both
it
of you or
Yeah,
each?
for both of us. So total.
Okay. That's
so
not
that
bad.
wasn't terrible. It includes
No.
3 days
No.
of tickets.
Yeah.
Your hotel for 2 nights and 3 days of breakfast.
Right.
So
And that
I
breakfast
feel
is
like
all
I
you
s-
can eat, right?
yeah, all you can eat. And
Yeah.
I might have taken a lot of Nutella home.
That's okay. paid for
Because they came in these little like, individual single serve things, and I was like, "That's cool. Let me just fill my backpack up with it."
Cool.
It's like
So-
what's his face from Friends when he
Yeah,
stays at the
Ross.
hotel? Ross.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm paid for all this.
Exactly.
That's how I feel every time I go to a
paid for
hotel.
it.
I feel like Ross. I'm
Right?
like, I paid for all this.
We might have taken in some sandwich bags and put a couple croissants in there.
Yes.
We
Speaking
did
my
it very
language.
sneaky because you're
That
not
would be
supposed to
Jessalyn.
do that. But hello, I'm in
That's
breaking
France.
the
I'm gonna eat a
rules.
chocolate croissant.
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
So I feel
Yeah.
like that's a little bit cheaper. Obviously, you have to factor in flights a
Right.
little bit, but
Yeah.
I feel like that's a little bit cheaper parks wise
yeah.
than Disney World.
I always tried. So if something was 15 euros, I would add on like $8 to it for the what it would be in American money. So it was more expensive, like souvenir wise, and like food wise when you're there, because you're there and you have to figure that out. I did not bring any cash, like euros. One of my credit cards has 0 foreign transaction fees,
Oh.
so I just used my credit card purely.
Was it a Disney
Like I
one?
had. No, it was not.
Oh
The
man.
Disney one, I know. The Disney card has a foreign transaction fee, but I use my American Airlines card, my
Nice.
American Airlines credit card. So then I got my frequent flyer miles.
Hey.
But if you have like the Apple card, I know it does that, and some of the other Chase cards, like the travel ones, they have 0 transaction fees. So I would totally recommend utilizing that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I brought in cash, but I didn't ever exchange any because I always wanted to
okay.
have some just in case, but I never like needed it.
Gotcha.
So
That's smart. Yeah.
Yeah. Was it hard to make those conversions, or did you figure it out pretty quick? Was there an app or anything that you utilized? Or
So like on it's a Citibank card, so the American Airlines card. Whenever I ran my card there or in England or wherever, it automatically told me how much it was in American money.
oh, cool.
So like it
See,
didn't
that would
charge me in
be-
euros. So yeah, so that was really cool.
That's cool.
That would
Yeah.
be very beneficial for RJ, who during our $15 challenge struggled adding up $15 for us.
Yeah, that'd be really
Yeah.
helpful for him.
I'm good with money, I promise. Like,
I was spot
I just
on
had
with
a
my
bad
budgets.
day, okay, or bad 2 days.
Listen,
I
the
mean,
snack.
I was getting my math correct.
I was getting my math correct. I only went over budget on purpose one time.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
Yeah. Honestly, I
Disney
didn't
debt.
really pay much attention to what I was spending because I
Yeah.
was like, well, I'm here.
yeah, no.
Disney has
yeah.
that tendency to do things like that to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
yes. That is RJ to a T. When we're like at Disney or whatever,
Yep.
he's like, yeah, we got the money.
Yep.
And then we come home, he's like, we have
Mhm.
no money. And he's like, you can't spend anything for the next 2 weeks.
I mean, when you're in France, the croissants have to be cheaper because you're coming from where they're made, so you don't have to pay for like a
Right.
delivery or shipping
Right.
fee, you know? So like
Yeah.
4 croissants
Or
there is like the
Costco.
price of 1 croissant here, you know? Like
There you go.
No,
There you
they're
go.
so much cheaper because they're free range. They're free
The
range
logic-
croissants.
Logic.
that we eat here are not
Oh.
shipped from France. Like,
Come
I'm
on,
pretty
that's
sure
a country
they
of origin.
make
Costco,
them
Publix, I don't know, grocery store.
All natural croissants.
All natural croissants.
I don't think they'd be good by
Homegrown.
the time they got here.
No.
No,
Oh.
do you guys have any more questions for her? I feel like I've learned so much now. I kind
I
of
feel
want
like
Yeah,
I
to.
have
this-
to. Yeah.
I mean, now we just need to get our no transaction fee credit card.
So here's
Ooh,
the
and
thing.
I'll
go
get
to
my mom to
Disneyland
do it
Hotel.
for you.
Yeah, and go to
Yes.
the Disneyland Hotel and go to Disneyland Paris.
So
Yeah.
RJ
all
and
that's left.
I are
Tap-
this
tap
coming
me in.
June are celebrating our 10th anniversary.
With
So-
annual passes to Disney World.
I know, I'm like, let's stay at the Poly for our 10th anniversary. He's like, no.
You should look into renting DVC points. It might
Can
be
you do
cheaper.
They're
that
probably not
for
available right now.
for Disneyland Paris?
Not Disneyland Paris, but for like the Poly and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we've
They're
looked
probably not
into that
available.
before. It's super expensive. Still.
Yeah.
There's that non-Disney
Well, like
RJ.
the Poly is just another level of expensive.
Oh, so
like,
nice.
I could
see.
stay at the Caribbean beach or like something like that for 2 nights
but it's not
versus the
Polynesian.
same cost as the Poly for 1 night.
It's just not
It's
the
just-
Polynesian.
Poly.
It's just
Yeah, I can't
the
just.
it's so much better than the Grand
If we
Floridian.
go as often as we do to Disney, then we can't afford
I'm
the
not
Poly.
I'm not saying stay at the Poly every time we go to Disney. I'm
No,
saying
just
stay at the
once.
Poly for our anniversary.
For
There
1
you
night,
go.
our anniversary
Yeah.
night.
A
Sure.
staycation.
Absolutely, let's do it one night.
Split stay.
$700
You'll
for a
never
hotel.
regret it.
No,
You'll
get your
never
annual
regret
pass
it.
discount.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
still
yes.
like $600.
Sometimes it's like, I know, but sometimes they're like 40% off.
Never get to have any fun.
Just come with us, Jessalyn. We have the fun.
Yeah. Noah and I were like, whatever, here you go.
exactly. We'll stay at the Disneyland Hotel, all of us, and we'll be fine.
Oh wait, that's at Tokyo. They have Beauty and the Beast themed rooms at the Tokyo Disneyland Hotel.
Okay, we're going there now, so
Uh-huh.
I think we're going to change our mind about Paris when we start talking Tokyo because I've looked at
think-
Tokyo
I think so.
a lot more.
Every
Tokyo.
year
Uh-huh.
we need to go to a different country.
Okay, I have
the yearly
Hong Kong
expense.
and Shanghai left on my bucket list for Disney parks, so
Oh,
Oh,
I gotta get there now.
hmm I want to go
Wait,
to Shanghai.
what
That one
two?
seems cool.
Shanghai and Hong
Shanghai
Kong?
and Hong Kong, yeah.
Hong Kong.
Mhm.
I had
Baby.
some
Someday.
students that were doing a missions trip in Tokyo this summer, and they went to Tokyo Disney.
Looks so cool.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
tickets are really cheap, aren't they?
Yes,
Juliette?
they are dirt cheap, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was
Wow.
Yeah.
thinking.
Tokyo Disney, I would go there again in a heartbeat.
Wonder if it's
Really?
like the same price to go to like Tokyo for a week as it would be to go to France, even with the more expensive plane tickets, but cheaper park tickets.
We went to Tokyo Disney back in October, and we stayed on site at the Toy Story Hotel, and it was like $3,000 for the 3 of us for 6 nights. Plus, that included all of our hotel, all of our
Maybe not.
tickets. So like if you're dividing it by 3 people, it's only $1,000. So
I
Yeah,
guess.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
So it's not
and
too bad, I
yeah,
guess.
but we also had the vacation package, which made it a little more expensive, but you got a ton of perks with it. So if we
Nice.
didn't, then it
So-
would have been cheaper. But
Disneyland
Even then,
Hotel at
it's-
Tokyo, I guess.
Yeah.
Business card.
yeah,
It's just that
All of
easy,
our
guys.
We
choices.
have more expenses than income coming in for the podcast at the moment.
We just put it on a 2,000 or a 2,000 month payment, and it's like 2 cents a day,
5
and we'll
years
be
later.
okay. Exactly.
The credit.
200. We'll be more in debt in 5 years than we'll be closer to be paying it off.
You could buy 2 trips to Paris by the time you pay it off.
Let me just sell my house really quick and we'll be good to go.
Listen,
We can
you
all
could
move
sleep
in together.
Yeah,
Right?
just-
Save our money.
in Florida so we can have Jessalyn go to the Polynesian and get $2 Dole Whips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you
No,
go.
I'm gonna work at the Poly and fill
Oh,
up
yeah.
my refillable resort mug with
You
my
pay
Dole
off our
Whip.
debt.
But they
you
don't
pay off
have
our
that
debt.
anymore.
They don't have
Oh,
it
you said they-
anymore.
No, this was
Yeah,
a
she said
She
they
said
didn't
when
have it
she
anymore.
worked
we were
there.
joking a little
When
bit.
I
Oh,
worked
okay,
Yeah.
there.
so
That
I
was a
totally
long time
missed that.
ago.
I was
But
just
you-
thinking
you
of
still
the-
would
like,
want to
oh
work
my
at the
gosh,
Poly.
unlimited Dole Whip.
Yeah, that's
You
all I
still-
heard. I didn't hear anything.
Dole Whip.
You still want to work at Disney though, don't you? You still want to work at the Poly, wouldn't
Oh,
you, Jessalyn?
absolutely. I would.
I thought, yeah.
Yeah. What I'll do is I'll start a little like homeschool like
There we go.
co-op class on property
Right?
and like teach all the
Hey.
children.
That's becoming really popular.
I was gonna say that's
Yeah.
a thing. It's actually
Yep.
a thing.
Wait,
I read an
is it
article
actually?
about
Yeah.
it this week where
Yeah.
Oh, that's
it's
so
becoming more
cool.
and more popular to
Yep.
do that.
Well,
And I'll
sign
be an
me up.
Imagineer. No, look, Jessalyn, this will happen. I'll drive us there, okay, since I'll be an Imagineer, okay? And then I'll work at Magic Kingdom or whatever park you need to do co-op at. I'll be working there. You teach your children's. And then whenever I'm done, I pick you up and we go back to the communal house that we're all paying for, $3,000
go.
mortgage. Because
Yes.
it's $1 million home.
Right. Let's
Oh,
do
at
it.
Golden Oak.
Exactly, at Golden, yes, thank you. At Golden Oaks. Because they get free passes, don't they? I think they
They
get
get free something. I don't know what
they get free everything, I
That's
think.
not in my tax bracket.
Yeah, they're like it's only like $5 million homes. So like you know,
Only.
in like 200 years, we'll have it
Yeah.
paid off.
Exactly. No big deal. I just
Our
can't do anything else.
grandkids will get to pay it off.
Generational debt is real, and we're giving it to them.
I don't even have kids, and here I am. You're thinking.
That's
Well,
funny.
thank you so much for coming on and being a part of another episode. We're gonna definitely have to
anytime.
come back and
Yes.
talk about
Talk about
Alani
Tokyo.
and talk
Yes.
about Tokyo.
Oh yeah, we're going to Alani.
For sure.
Tokyo might be like a
next month.
four-parter, honestly.
Oh,
Honestly, probably.
after your trip, we need to bring you on to talk about Alani while you just
Yes.
right after
Yes.
you just went. That would be fun.
We go. We're doing a 10-night Vancouver to Honolulu Disney cruise. So that's.
I didn't even know they did that.
What a life.
do.
What a
I
life.
know. It's over my fall break, so we booked it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
And we're staying
Also on
one
the
night at
business card.
Alani. So, right. We technically get 2 full days there because, you know, you get off
Nice.
the boat at like 8 o'clock in the morning. And then the flight's not till the next day at like 11 p.m. So it's like 2 whole
Nice.
days.
Nice.
Awesome.
Very cool.
Yep. So,
Well,
that'll be
thank you
fun.
so much again for coming on and giving us
Yeah.
your insight on things we know nothing about. I hope we didn't sound
Anytime.
like give you any too difficult questions or anything like that.
No, you're good.
It was very good learning. So now
Yeah.
we know that we want to go to Tokyo more than Disneyland Paris. So we know,
Honestly, yes.
yeah, and we want to stay at the Disneyland Hotel in Tokyo and not Paris as well. So better start eating chicken and rice for the
No,
next
rice
5
and beans.
months.
That's what
Rice
Gordon
and
Ramsay
beans.
says. Rice
Oh.
and beans.
Yes.
Rice and
Rams
beans
and
and beans
beans?
and rice.
All right. Well, on that note,
That's
I
our
really
plan.
appreciate you guys hanging out and listening to the podcast this week.
Open a
And
GoFundMe.
core memory trips.
Yes.
Core memory trips. Look her up
Yep.
on social media, and she would be more than happy to help you out or answer any of your questions. So
Yeah.
definitely appreciate you coming on and helping us today understand a little bit more about this. Anyway, that's going to do it for today's episode. Thank you so much for listening and hanging out with us this week. And now we are not going to switch to the same pre-recorded message we played last week.
Well, I hope you enjoyed our show. Before you go, please don't forget to gather your belongings and head over to our email at carouselpod@gmail.com to ask us your questions. Oh, and wouldn't you believe it? You can now bring the magical sense of vacation right into your home. Check out the Magic Candle Company and use our exclusive link with the code CarouselPod at checkout to get 15% off your order. And don't forget, we're here to help you plan your future Disney trips. Just send us a message at rj@famvia.com. Until next time, we'll see you in a great, big, beautiful week.